Hello, everybody. My name is Gregory Santiago, and this is Your Medicare and You, by choice, the Seniors Podcast. And today we have it's a special podcast because, not because we're not going to be talking about Medicare, it's related to Medicare, but we're going to be talking about healthcare. We're going to talk about what this is all about, you getting the quality care that you deserve. And in these days, I have a good friend of mine. He has passion for what he does, and I'm so excited to have him as a guest. His name is Guillermo Padilla from Partners in Primary Care. Good morning, Guillermo.
Thank you so much, Gregorio, for having me here this lovely day. And just fortunate to be part of this podcast of yours.
Yes, I'm excited because when the agents go to the homes, all they talk about is benefits, benefits. But today I'm gonna talk about who is gonna give the benefit because this is about the when you're sick, when you're the preventive services.
Correct.
You know, who's one of the providers. And I know this is gonna be watched nationwide, but we're in Houston. We're recording this from what we call H-Town. Yeah. And the Houston market, Partners in Primary Care, is not just doing a wonderful job. They're offering to come and spend some time explaining what they do, what they offer, what seniors has available for them in their communities. So first, Guillermo, who is Guillermo? How did you get into this business?
Well, Guillermo Padilla is from Arizona. Moved to Houston about 2 years, going on 3 now. Probably the best move I've ever made in my life.
Great.
Love the people here, the diversity, but most importantly, I love what I do, and that's working for Partners in Primary Care.
Fantastic. And how did you come up with the Medicare field business? You know, that's not something you go to college to study this.
Right. No, you have to have passion. You must like people.
Yes.
I always tell anyone that's trying to apply to get into Partners in Primary Care, because we are senior focused. I started, actually, it trails back to my Medicare days. I worked for Medicare about 7 years. I'm not an agent, but I do know quite a bit from Medicare, its options that it offers. I was a manager there and then transitioned working to other insurances, right? And then finally, I am here after 10 years in the medical field. I am here in Houston working for Partners in Primary Care, which is a senior-focused primary care clinic. And I really, truly see it as a mission of mine, and that is to reach every single senior out in the Houston community, because I believe in this model.
Yes, I was so shocked, impressed when I heard that it's senior-focused. And that was one of the reasons I was so excited to have you here, because there is a bunch, it's a lot of good clinics, a lot of good doctors, but focus 100% on seniors. It makes a difference. So I believe if you focus on seniors, how does it start? What did the senior receive when they go to visit one of your clinics?
Gregory, you touched a very important topic, and that is, yes, finding the right Medicare plan, but also finding the right doctor. That is very important. Two and two go hand in hand.
Yes.
So when you go to our clinics, let's start with the front of the house. It is very senior friendly. It's always on the first level. You don't have to pay for parking. There's lots of windows in our clinic. There is non-slip floors to prevent falls from happening. We have wheelchairs ready on standby in case someone needs help out of their vehicle. We can wheel them in. One of our front staff will do that. We will coordinate your transportation for you. Our doctors are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We have a pharmacist that goes over your medications. Oftentimes, we don't understand why we're taking the medication, how often we need to take them, and what's the whole point behind this medication? Are there other alternatives, right? We also have behavioral health specialists, counselors. We also have registered nurses. And touching back on being available 24/7. If one of our patients were to get sick at 3 in the morning, they can speak to a doctor, not a nurse practitioner, not a physician assistant, but your actual doctor. He or she will determine whether or not this is an emergency. You need to go to the emergency room, or you can just wait. Come back tomorrow. You don't need an appointment.
You're telling me that an answering service is not going to get the phone call.
That is correct, sir. It would be your doctor that's going to be woken up at 3 in the morning.
So this is for what I hear. I'm beginning to understand. This is like quality care for everybody.
On steroids. That's what we believe in. We believe in providing quality care to our patients. But not only quality, you get to spend up to an hour with your doctor. It's not pick your best two. My head hurts, my hand, and my knee. No, we will see all three things. Our wait times are anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes at most.
Nah.
Our doctors only see about 10 patients a day.
Can you repeat that for me?
Yes, sir. So we have quality doctors. I want to point that out. We have quality doctors, but we will see you up to an hour. Shorter wait times, 5 to 10 minutes, 24/7 provider services. We cater to our senior population.
It is so nice to hear that. And I remember when I was growing up and as an adult where I come from, just a few years ago, they start making the clinics to have a schedule. Because you go 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, put your name in a list and go home.
Mm-hmm.
And then you come back and at 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the afternoon is when the doctor is going to see you. Mm-hmm. And those brave persons that stay there 5, 6 hours before they can be seen. Mm-hmm. And you telling me that the wait time is how long?
5 to 10 minutes at most.
Wow.
So our doctors, the way we're able to give our patients more time with their physician is they only see anywhere from 8 to 10 patients a day. Lasting anywhere from 20 to 30 minutes. Now, if our doctor's panel ends up being too large, becomes very large, we will add another doctor because we do not want for our patients to wait longer in the waiting area.
So that's a specialty. That's a very good benefit for the patients that belong to those clinics. Mm-hmm. Wow. Tell me more. I'm beginning to get excited about this. I don't qualify for it yet, but I'm very close.
So, going back to our clinics, we have wider doors and hallways for our wheelchairs. We actually have a laboratory on site. Mm-hmm. That way you don't have to be referred elsewhere. You can actually get your lab services right then and there. Our referral coordinator, let's just say you need physical therapy. Our coordinator will go ahead and coordinate transportation for you. If you need transportation, we will dig into your benefits, make sure that you do have the transportation. Let's just say you have an insurance that does not provide transportation. We'll go ahead and coordinate that for you as well. Wow. Maybe you need to see a therapist. We will coordinate that appointment for you. You don't have to do a thing. Just tell us the time and the date when you are available, and we'll go ahead and do that for you.
And this might catch you here, but how much will be the cost for the senior for that?
Nothing.
Nah.
Yes, right. Yes.
I was telling my sister, as we're recording, she asked me last night, Greg, can you take me to the doctor?
Mm-hmm.
And I said, I'm going to be recording. She said, okay, I'm going to call a friend because she needed exactly what we're talking about.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Sometimes I told her when I leave from recording, I can go and pick you up. But, sometimes seniors, the daughter, the son, the husband is not going to be available. And that's a great benefit to have.
Absolutely. And you know what? Oftentimes I do get referrals from our licensed social worker. These are licensed social workers. So they dig into the patient's benefits and make sure they do have transportation. Transportation is a very big need in the senior population.
Yes.
Oftentimes we're asking the daughter, we're asking the niece to take our patients to our clinic. Well, we want to bypass that by providing you with the transportation through your benefits, of course. Let's just say, for instance, there is an insurance that does not provide transportation. We do have trusted agents on standby to go over their Medicare options, go over their Medicare Advantage plans. Make sure to provide a plan that better meets the patient's needs.
Wow, that's fantastic. You're making me fall in love with this. Come on, tell me more about it.
Well, I mean, oftentimes I do get referrals from our social workers. Our social workers determine whether there's a food insecurity. We will find those resources for you. Maybe they can, our pharmacist oftentimes sends me referrals saying, hey, Guillermo, are there any other plans or choices? There's a specific prescription medication that is not on the formulary. Can you get one of your agents? You see, we will dig into your benefits. Make sure you are not just taking care of physically, emotionally, but also the social needs of our patients. By saying social, I'm talking about the activity room that we have on site. It's not open at the current moment, but we often would have bingo nights. We would have a Taco Tuesday nights. We would have arts and crafts day. We would have Medicare one-on-ones, of course, to educate our community on their Medicare options. We would also have, what are the other events that we have? Coffee and conversations with a cop. You know, we try to implement that in all of our clinics so our patients are able to socialize. Maybe while they're waiting to see the doctor, or even afterwards, they can go to our activity center and socialize a little bit.
As we are recording this, these are the COVID days, and I was visiting a senior home yesterday, and the manager was telling me how depressed and despair are some of the seniors. So one of your patients call a social worker and say, I'm feeling bad, and that they have some counseling or something to help?
Absolutely. We do have counseling. And believe it or not, Gregorio, we've had numerous calls about people wanting to speak to one of our counselors, just for the simple fact. And we do televisits. So if you don't feel comfortable coming to our clinics, we have televisits. We have phone calls as well. You can call us over the phone, have a one-on-one with either the counselor or the doctor. And of course, you can come visit us. But we've been getting a lot of calls of people that have fallen into depression due to the fact that, there's a pandemic going on. So our counselors have been very busy, and we are just working hard to provide those services to our seniors.
Beautiful. So it's one story, free parking, wide doors, non-sleep floor.
More time with your doctor.
More time with the doctor. I mean, I'm telling you, right here in this website, in this directory, you're going to find a link to Partners in Primary Care. Go and take a look. Look at the locations. How many locations do you have in the Houston area?
In the Houston area, we have 10. We're in Jacinto City, Tidwell, Humble. We're actually up in Conroe, Hiram Clark, Downtown East, Sunnyside, Gulf Gate, Pasadena, Baytown, the Golden Triangle, which is Port Arthur and Beaumont. They're actually officially opened. And we are fixing to add more. God willing, we are fixing to add more clinics because we've seen the need that our seniors are having.
Yes. And let me ask you something. Is that only Texas or you're nationwide or?
No, we are actually nationwide. So we just opened up a few clinics out in Las Vegas, Kansas City as well, Florida. If you know anyone in Florida, we're also in Charlotte, North Carolina, upstate South Carolina. We are also in Shreveport, Bossier, Louisiana. So we are up there. I actually just came back from a trip out there of opening our first clinic in Bossier City, but we're also going to be in Lafayette, Louisiana.
Wow. So if you are in one of those states or cities, please take a look. Go to, when you link their website, their listing, you're going to be able to get to the correct state and location and find out this might be what you need. Might be what you were looking for. And this is a short conversation, but I think I'm going to have to invite you back so you give me more details and we can keep you. Can I get from you guys some tips for senior health?
For senior health, well, come visit us.
Okay.
How's that tip?
I'm gonna go and visit one of you guys, one of your clinics, and let's see if we can get you excited and monthly give us a tip or something so that the seniors can get in good shape.
I invite you to come tour one of our clinics. You can look us up online, partnersinprimarycare.com. You can follow us on social media. We are in Facebook. We're actually having food drives there. We're having a lot of things going on for our seniors. So please come visit us. If you have any questions, follow the link below, like you said, and come visit us.
Great. So the invitation is not just for me, right?
No, sir. It's for everyone.
Everybody. So take the challenge, go and take a look, I believe, and I'm going to be visiting them. You're going to be impressed with what you see and what you hear. Well, until the next time, I think we're closing with a positive news. I'm looking forward to take a look at the clinic. Remember, Partners in Primary Care. And I see you soon. I'm ready to go to the clinic. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.